I guess the first thing to talk about. I mean, I guess you brought it up earlier. The Pittsburgh Steelers hire Mike McCarthy as their new head coach. Now, we were sitting here talking about like how they're gonna take real delicate, like they're gonna take a lot of time and they're gonna be real delicate with their next head coach like search and really make sure they get somebody cemented. And we're like, oh, maybe someone like a Shula, like okay, like legacy, or a
Kubiak.
defensive or some defensive mind or yeah,
Sure.
Kubiak, more legacy. Who knows what we're gonna do? But they hire Mike McCarthy. Like when I brought Mike McCarthy up as a candidate, I kind of brought it up like, hey, like as a joke, like
I
Mike
think you did.
McCarthy's still
I
looking for a
think
job.
yeah, I think we goofed on that.
We laughed about it. I was like, he'll get whatever. I mean, if maybe Vegas, I don't fucking know,
Yeah.
wherever. Maybe he'll go coach Shador. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm more confused. Like when I look at this, is one of the first times I've really had this feeling of like, how can you be this dumb? Like, I'm shocked that the Steelers are this dumb. The organization itself, they're not fucking stupid. Well, they've settled. They
Well,
settle. They
yeah,
settle. They settle,
they do.
but they settled with somebody that at least had, I don't know. They settled for not making it with Big Ben and fucking Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Settling with Mike McCarthy and whoever the fuck decides to take snaps for him is gonna be so like emotionally draining for Steelers fans. No, but who is going to want to go play for Mike McCarthy in 2026? No, there's
I don't
nobody.
I think that was the problem with Mike McCarthy when he was a Packer and when he was a Cowboy. No one
Yep.
wants to fucking play for him.
Nope.
No, there's no culture he brings.
Nope.
I don't know what he brings offensively or defensively or anything. Um, he was a just a pain in the ass to Aaron for the years that he was there in Green Bay. Um,
Remember when he
I
was
like
coaching the Cowboys and he decided to have them line up where Zeke was the only lineman and the center? And
yeah,
then when the
and then
when it
snap the
didn't
ball,
work, he was so mad that he was like mad as if he thought that was like going to work.
do something. Yeah.
Um,
Um, I like they didn't. Yes, we were talking about the Steelers, like, oh, they're gonna hire somebody for the next 20 years and whatever, but they didn't have to do that. They could have hired a young guy and not kept him on for 20 years, regardless of Super Bowl wins or not. Instead, they go with a 62-year-old bumbling idiot who I didn't think had anything left to give the league. Um, but apparently he does. And now we're ensuring that he's going to be here for at least a few years, which sucks for Steelers fans.
well, I mean, you like you said, you got to look at somebody. You would think the Steelers would look for somebody who's going to bring some type of culture and a guy who I don't know, maybe is he's more of a guru or offensive and or defensive minded.
Sure.
Somebody who at least like coached this past season to like not really have to knock any dust off or keeping up with the game itself. Like it's just there's so much that goes into why Mike McCarthy should not be the Steelers' next head coach. Yet, like they've already him being hired. He's officially the Steelers' worst head coach of all time.
By far,
Like it's
actually.
over. There
By
you go.
by a lot.
Like what the
Like
fuck?
a lot.
He? You're not getting 10-7 out of him next season.
No, I saw a thing. It was like the Steelers went from a guaranteed 9-8 to a guaranteed 8-9. So, um,
And does this mean so? So Aaron's retiring?
I hope so. I hope his ass doesn't go back and play for Mike McCarthy as a Steeler.
There's no
What
way,
a full
right?
circle piece of fuckery. I mean, they in 2010 they beat the two of them beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl, and then by 2026 they're playing for the Steelers, and Mike McCarthy's crying because it's his hometown. I don't give a fuck.
It's just
Um,
it makes no sense.
this is
I
really sad.
I
It's
don't
kind
know
of
who's
stupid.
gonna I don't know who's gonna want to coach there or play there. I don't know who's gonna want
Or
to.
coach.
But I'm saying like I can't even imagine T.J. Watt and Cameron Hayward being like, let's go, like we really got it. Fuck, like we got it now. Like we really got the
Like
guy we
for as
wanted.
much as you want to shit on Mike Tomlin and whatever, yeah, he's miles ahead of Mike McCarthy.
Here, I'll put it to you like this: I'm a Ravens fan, and I feel bad for the Steelers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this sucks. And who knows, this might come to bite me in the ass for the Ravens hired the worst head coach of all time and Mike McCarthy wins the Super Bowl. But let's be fucking
Sure.
real.
But
No Steelers fan is happy about this.
no, and I don't know. Even if they do, like if they do, cool. But there's no possibility.
No.
The Steelers team really doesn't have a lot going for them anyway. And then this happens. So it's pretty stupid. Um, aside from that, um, the Bills
What
did something that I didn't think was allowed.
what you mean?
Well, I thought that if you had an OC who was better than your head coach, you had to get rid of your OC and keep your shitty head coach. I thought that's what you had to do. I didn't think you could get rid of your head coach and then promote the best candidate from within. So
So
I'm kind of pissed about that. That Cliff has not landed a head coaching job and probably won't sign back with us. All we had to do was fire Dan Quinn.
but I'm saying like do you think Joe Brady's like a good move?
I do not. Good for Joe Brady. He ensured he was getting, like, for Joe Brady, this is the best head coaching job he could have gotten. So congratulations. Nice work.
Yeah.
But for the way that this offense has looked over the past, 2 years?
Mm.
Granted, they don't have any weapons, but I mean, Josh has been a tush push gremlin for the past 2 years. So I mean, cool. Like I don't know what this brings to the Bills. This feels like a super safe, easy move.
but
Um,
but this is the same guy who like he's like, yeah, no, I can get it done with Keon Coleman, a receiver one. I got plays for this. I can
they
draw
were
this up.
the ownership just came out and said that the coaches were the ones who wanted Keon Coleman.
And then what's he gonna
I guess
say?
they just meant Sean McDermott. This was just a whole Sean McDermott slander campaign. They did not have to slander this man
No.
because you just threw Joe Brady under the bus for thinking that Keon Coleman could do anything.
Even Steve didn't go in that hard on John.
Fuck no. He just
Like he
said
was like, yeah, I mean,
they were like the only thing that he said was
4 week.
how or had Tyler Luke made the field goal, how long would have John been the head coach? Another week. Cool.
No. Well, it was. Would John Harbaugh still be the coach
Yeah, and he said
for a
for
week?
another week. Yeah, exactly. That was it. But other than that, he was praising him, and then this Bills owner, shout out the Bills.
Now, if Joe Brady, if they get their hands on some weapons on the offensive side of the ball, more particular, the receiver position, and they're able to get it done, like that's great. But I also feel like this is a chance where, and maybe even Bills fans could worry about this just a little bit. It might open up the doors for Josh Allen to be able to just play as much hero ball as he wants.
I
Um,
guess. Yeah.
because like I feel like there's a level of like I don't know. It's like Josh. If I'm Josh Allen, right? All right. Let me not say if I'm Josh Allen. If it, like, I would just imagine Josh Allen, and maybe it's even it could be 1% of a feeling somewhere deep down, but like, all right, you're the guy that was calling my plays, but now you're like the head coach just because like this guy sucked. I guess you're the boss. Like, I
But
guess
it
I don't
wasn't
know.
even that Sean McDermott sucked. He was there for 8 years. They did a lot of great
Josh
shit.
Josh Allen sucked. He shit the bed versus Denver. That's what
entirely.
happened.
But I think they were hell bent and they were set on firing McDermott had they not won a Super Bowl. So maybe if they made it, they would have kept him. But they wanted to get rid of McDermott, and they have for a little bit. But it this doesn't make any sense. But even as a Bills fan, you lose Sean McDermott. He goes. You're probably not super excited about that, but maybe you're looking for a fresh start because guess what? Sean McDermott didn't call one fucking play for this offense. Joe Brady called every fucking play from up top. So I
Well, that's
don't
another
know
thing.
what they think is going to change.
But he's used to being up top. Like, is he
Yeah,
even
he's
going
up
like?
top. He's not even talking to anybody but Josh. That's it. He's talking to Josh with the headset. He's calling a play, and that's it. He hasn't said a word to anybody else.
Is it? I
I
mean,
don't
it's
think I've ever.
interesting.
I don't know if I'm stupid or not, but I haven't seen the up top guy come down in a while, dude. Like they're
Up
not
top
going to give
guy.
Todd Monken a head coach job.
Fuck, that was a funny sentence. I'll tell you what's a little scary. Fucking Chiefs got Eric Bieniemy back.
Oh yeah, they got Eric. I mean, they should never. I mean, Eric wanted to go off and do his own thing, but like we might see a real offense again.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, he was there from 2018 to 2022.
Yeah,
You know, when the
when they
Chiefs
had offense, exactly.
were the biggest fucking problem
Yes,
in the world. So that is huge for them. Brian Dayball,
Dayball, Dayball
he is set to be the offensive coordinator
for the Tennessee Titans.
for the Tennessee Titans if he doesn't get the Las Vegas job,
Okay.
which is really weird. You want to talk about weird shit? I don't know how that works. It's like, well, I'm gonna work for y'all if I can't work for them.
Well, there was the thing with Mike McDaniel, where it was like, I'm the Chargers OC, but I'm still interviewing for the Bills head coaching job.
I did not see. Here's the thing: I could not listen to a full press conference from Mike McDaniels. He said that.
He didn't say that, but that was what was happening. So he had been set to take the OC job in LA.
Okay. Well,
And
but
then
was that announced before?
it was announced before he gave up on the Bills head coaching job, yes. Or
Okay,
before he backed out of that. Yeah.
Because Dayball was the only one I saw where it was like he will join this team if he doesn't join this team.
Yeah, McDaniel had that too. But sorry, just to go back to Joe Brady, isn't it weird that they interviewed a ton of dudes and then we're like, I guess we'll promote this mother? Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll
Bro, they
promote him.
interviewed Philip Rivers.
I think that's a joke. I don't think that's.
No, they interviewed Philip
No,
Rivers.
I know they did, but that's.
But no, it was
That's
a joke.
as
They
serious
knew,
as Eli Manning making the Hall of Fame.
but they knew who they were promoting. They knew who they were hiring.
I guess, yeah.
So yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, you said Mike McDaniel. It'll be interesting. Him and Jim will be interesting.
I like
not
that.
gonna-
No, I think that's great for Mike McDaniel. I think that'll put him in a good position to go be a
Go
head
back.
coach.
See, but
Not
here's
go
the
back to-
thing.
But yeah,
I think
go be a head coach.
I think it's good for him. I don't know how great it is for the Chargers.
I like Mike McDaniel. I don't like they've done good things with that offense when Tua plays well. Tua hasn't played well in a long time. Tyreek wasn't healthy all year. Their running backs were okay.
See, and I don't even I'm not even trying to hate on McDaniel. I'm saying I don't know how much more, regardless of how great he is of a OC, a play caller. I don't know how much more you're gonna get out of Justin Herbert. Like that man still hasn't won a fucking playoff game.
I understand. I feel about Herbert the same way I feel about Trevor Lawrence before this year, where it was like, oh, is his time up? Is this it? No. I'm not going to say that Herbert's in the same poverty situation that Trevor Lawrence was in, but there's time. They need to develop an offense. They were what? I don't know, 20-something in total offense with a top 10 defense. They should not be as bad as they were. But no, they can do things with this offense. And Herbert's not that bad. I wouldn't put him in a category of a
But develop an
bad
offense
quarterback.
when? Develop an offense when he's fucking 33? Develop an offense.
Sure.
Are they gonna develop an offense this year? Just this year? Because Mike McDaniels is gonna go coach somewhere as a head coach next year. He's gonna leave. He's gonna be a top candidate next year.
If
So,
it goes well.
okay, but if it goes well, and then the reason it went well leaves, are we right back to where we were a year before?
Yes, but how well could it go? You never know.
I don't know. A playoff win?
Yeah,
Is that
that'd be nice.
is that the cap for Justin Herbert? It's like, oh, he's playing a week longer than he's ever played before. Like that.
Yeah.
That's what it is for Justin
No,
Herbert.
I mean my expectations aren't high, but they have, I guess, a little bit more potential.
I mean, I'll tell you what you should be pissed about. Washington went, you know who should be our new OC? David Blau.
We picked an OC.
Yeah. David Blau. Who, if you don't recall, he retired 3 years ago, I think. He was a backup quarterback for, like, the Lions? Lions?
Oh, the quarterback, David Blau.
Yeah. He was your assistant quarterback coach this past season.
You know who our quarterback coach is now?
Who?
Doug Williams' son.
So y'all just picking anybody.
Anybody, bro. Oh, my gosh.
Bro, y'all got a guy who has played in the NFL after COVID as your new offensive coordinator. So
Who's
good
our
luck.
DC? I know we just picked up a DC.
Who's your new DC?
He was the Vikings DB coach, I think.
Durante Jones.
Yeah. I don't hate that
Okay.
as much as I hate David. I didn't. I
Oh,
don't
no,
even know
David
how I feel
Blau
about
is-
that. I might. Okay. Okay.
What?
When did this happen?
Recently? What's going
'Cause-
on? What? It's like I can't tell if you're like accepting it or like not accepting it yet. You're like, okay. Like I don't know if I need to call somebody or what or how your reaction is for this.
I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to figure
sorry.
out if there's a lot of rage or a lot of sadness. I don't think I'll be watching a lot of games next year. God, I
He's-
hope I'm proved wrong. I hope something goes right, but this is gonna suck a lot. And I'm
So-
already not bought into this offense. I'm already not bought in. I wasn't bought into Terry for 1 fucking second last year. I hope he tears his ACL.
Whoa.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't want him to tear his ACL.
I'm not watching one game. We cannot go from
Big Cliff.
one of the best OCs in the game, one of the best
Yep.
football offensive minds in the sport. All right. No.
David Blau, who retired, spent 2 years as your assistant quarterback coach, and is now your offensive coordinator. Here's the thing, though.
This is worse than Zach Orr.
If it's no.
Yeah.
It's a little worse than Zach Orr.
This is a lot worse than Zach Orr.
Considering like third year for Jaden, big developmental year, like this is
But
important.
like this is our offense that we're talking
Yep.
about.
Yeah.
This is not like, oh, go be DC. Dan Quinn has a defensive mind. He'll be fine. This is, oh, go run the offense.
Oh my God! It is. I thought you would have known. Out of all these, I thought you would have. Yeah. David
No, I
Blau.
think my phone did a good job to shield it from me, so I didn't fucking chuck that bitch. Fuck this.
There you go, David Blau, your brand new OC. But Devin,